Perky gon' blow like a 30-06 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip. I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-06 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip top. Lot of hoes to choose from, I ain't scared to lose one. Bitch, I've been a thought boy since I was reading Goosebumps. Standing on the block, I was testing out my new gun. Mix the off-white with the blue ones. I know I'll be alright when I'm going through some. Got some off-white if you wanna do some.
What the fuck is up, people?
Yo.
He said yo. That's what he said. He said yo. Well, welcome to our second of 100 streams for this year. Yeah. I had to recalibrate a bunch of shit, and like Josh being hit and miss lately, a little bit of prolonging back issues. I have to like figure this out myself continuously, and I'm getting better. I'm learning how to add sources that we lose throughout the time. I'm hoping that our audio is fine. I'm going to check that again now that we're live. Yeah, we're looking good. I think we're looking good. It says Elgato Wave on yours. Okay, yeah, the Yeti is going. All right. Even though it's not a Yeti, it's an Elgato, and it's just still named Yeti. No, we figured we cover a couple, topics that are going on right now in the world of, I don't know, what the fuck would you even call this anymore?
Political theater times 10.
Oh, yeah, political theater.
Political theater 1000.
Yes, 1000. So let's jump right into it. This is just breaking from a little bit ago, so I'll go to the screen cap here. And holy shit. Tulsi Gabbard has resigned from Director of National Intelligence. She cites her husband's rare illness.
Wow.
I always enjoyed what she had to say when I was listening to her. She jumped from Democrat to Republican. And then when all this shit happened with the Cheeto Messiah, I always thought, like, how long are you going to hold on to this? Because every day that she held on to it, I just did shit on her integrity. Like, I don't want to be a part of any of this. Like, you denounced a lot of investigation into the Epstein shit. And then to have the Charlie Kirk thing go the way it went, how do you not, disassociate from that when you weren't allowed to investigate in those certain things? Her and, what's his name? Kent. The one dude that resigned. Foreign intelligence, I believe. I forgot what his position was. Joe Kent? Joe Kent, I believe. But yeah, it was a matter of time. But I always liked what she had to say, but like, and she was anti-war all the way through and through. She actually served in the military. So like that was her stance. That was just like, she was anti-war. And the longer she was part of this regime who went and started a war with fucking Iran, it kind of like brought her down. Like, okay, where are you at on this? And she had come forth several times saying that, that they had Iran. Well, she trusted in, Trump's position on Iran. I'm paraphrasing. So that was just kind of like, wow, like how the mighty have fallen. But Tulsi Gabbard has resigned. What are your thoughts?
Peace out. Go be a wife.
Peace out.
Peace out. Go be a wife.
Make a sandwich.
Oh, go take care of your husband, please.
Go make a damn sandwich. Right now.
I mean, that's what she's probably signing up for.
No, she was a beautiful, intelligent woman, and I respect a lot of things she said, but like the longer she had ties with this, and maybe this was her out to get out from underneath it.
100%.
And hopefully she says, well, now that I'm gone. And then after what happened to, that Massey guy, that good old Massey guy, where's he at? Oh, here we go. We're going to start this over and watch it from, beginning to end.
Fuck you.
war.
For 14 years, those SOBs in Washington tried to buy my vote. They couldn't buy it. They decided to buy the seat. And it got real expensive for them. What was God's purpose? What is he showing us tonight? We're just getting started. I like that. Didn't mean to do this. It started out as an election and it turned into a movement. I mean, we stirred up something. There is a yearning in this country for somebody who will vote for principles over party. And they saw the influencers here, they panicked. They sent the Secretary of War here, and you stopped the war for a day. No more wars. No more wars. No more wars. They said you should eat bugs. Do you want to eat bugs?
No. Who wants to eat bugs?
You'll own nothing and be happy about it. You want to do that? Well, guess what happened? We took out the CEO of the World Economic Forum with a 2-page bill. Today is the 6-month anniversary of the Epstein Files Transparency Act. We've taken out 24 CEOs, an ambassador, a prince, a prime minister, a minister of culture, and that was just 6 months. I got 7 months left in Congress. They're talking about this big ballroom they're going to build, and it looks like the Roman Empire. I see a few analogies there. We weren't really running against Ed Galrine. We weren't running against Donald Trump. We were running for what we believe in. We got to take care of America first. You are patriots, and you will inherit this country, and you will make it better. And I am hopeful because of that.
It is.
Bring this country together.
Very sick at it.
What happens in 2028? Oh, you want me to run for Congress again? All right, well, you made a compelling argument.
Dude, his acceptance speech was so garbage, too.
The loser party.
It's crazy when the loser party's bigger than the...
Make that make fucking sense, dude.
Did you see his like acceptance or whatever?
It was 2020 all over again, which I will stand by. I believe Trump knew that was going to happen. That was part of the act. It's theater. I believe. Yeah.
He's cheating now, right?
I believe. Like, yeah, that like he's definitely was hosed. And this might even be theater. I don't know. Because like you got to create the good guy in theater to like somebody to strive for. Like it's scarcity creates demand, and they did that with Trump when Trump got banned off Twitter, when he got banned off a bunch of different like platforms, and it just made that desire for him even more. And then you have these fake ass assassination attempts, my opinion. You have those going on, and then you have the Capitol getting stormed, where you can see Maj Tour. People stormed the Capitol for this bitch ass.
Nigga.
Thank you. So a lot of it, I do believe, has to do with theater. But I mean, what Massey has accomplished, being the one guy going, "Hey, what the fuck are we doing here? You said you were going to release these files," and he did everything he could. So imagine. Oh, I forgot. I went at it with John Snyder again. Anybody remember that from about a year plus ago when there was actually around when Butler happened?
Okay.
Yeah, I could bring that shit up on the Facebook here. Let me see here. Where is the overhead big ham mainstream? I'm just going to do it off here. I was trying to use the Stream Deck, but I don't know if it's synced up correctly. I do not... There's so many people that still ride for Trump, knowing everything that they know. And knowing that, you know, he said no new wars, everything that he ever fucking stood for, he went back on. Look at that. I mean, you guys can't see that, but I definitely can. Where's it at? Here we go. I'm gonna bring it back to the fucking screen here. Screen cap. John Snyder, as you know, is Pa Kent and Bo Duke from the Dukes of Hazzard. I could say when I was young, the first show that I remember ever watching, the two first shows I remember, but the first show I remember ever watching was the Dukes of Hazzard. And I thought it was the coolest shit ever, seeing that 69 Dodge Charger.
Oh, shit.
That 69 Dodge Charger right there. Yep. Bam. And just watching that thing jump over shit, and then the people slide across the hoods, and it was just, this rebel thing. But John Schneider is, he's up there in age, and he's been a big old Trump supporter. But when our first interaction, he posted something about the media not covering why there was two shooters, why they dropped the angle of two shooters and just went with one. And so he was kind of like, something's amiss. And I was like, well, if what you're saying is true, and that's where you think, then that would mean that, he would be, the Secret Service would be in on it. Like, if they're withholding the fact that there was a possible second shooter and the media is not covering and the Secret Service is not saying anything, that has the makings of a false flag. And he is like, dude, I don't know where you're coming from on this. You're an embarrassment to your family, this, that, and the other thing. And so I came back at him. So I'm like, all right. So we covered that on a podcast around when Butler happened. But the other day he was like, Massey versus whatever the fuck his name is. DD and I are for Ed. We are 100% President Trump supporters, and Massey is a huge problem for the MAGA agenda. Bro. By problem, you mean holding him accountable for everything that he fucking campaigned on. Again, he 180'd on everything. This is a bigger heel turn, and I don't know, you might be a little too young to remember this. Do you remember when Hogan came down to save Randy Savage from Scott Hall and Kevin Nash? Well, he didn't. He ended up joining and forming the NWO.
I was about to say, is that when he
that was the biggest heel turn in the history of heel turns, like in invisible sight, and of course scripted. But this is the same fucking thing. Everything that Trump ran on, he is shit on. He is not the same guy. Everybody that hated Trump, like the Mark Levins and all them motherfuckers.
Is Vince McMahon his handler?
Right, that's what I'm saying. But like everything that everybody that hated him, like the Mark Levins, Ben Shapiro was kind of, I don't know if he hated him, but like he was against a lot of his shit. But they're all meat riding the fuck out of him now. But anyways, my retort to that was, Pa Kent became just as lost as the liberals. It's a duopoly with both parties on the side of corruption and deceit. Cheeto Pedo Messiah gained another NPC. Love your work, John, but the Kool-Aid got to you.
Kool-Aid got to him bad.
Got to him hard. And he said something along the lines of like he enjoys, all your comments, this, that, and the other thing. But he's losing his fan base because like I've read some of these comments that are like, dude, we're like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? I know part of my comment was, you're officially just as delusional as the face bra wearing liberal. And I only got one because everybody hates the smart guy in the room when they call him a fool. He could have
deleted those other people too. You never know.
Yeah. But he said, I guess the fact that people win elections by having more votes is missed by you. I don't think that dude had more votes. That Ed guy did not have more votes. And like, dude, he got bamboozled. Like, and I'm sure that's going to come out. But the same thing that happened to Trump in 2020. They definitely, this was a work. This was a move. This definitely, whether it's theater or not, it is not organic. Because you could see the winner's party and the loser party video. You could see the outrage online. Like, a lot of this shit. And then like somebody broke down where like a lot of the fucking mail-in votes, which shouldn't be allowed because you can't verify that they're actually the people that did it. And that was another thing that Trump stood against.
I was about to say, yeah, Trump was bitching about that.
But yeah, so like that ends up winning, and then they needed, like, I guess it was the biggest voter turnout, but they spent $30 million to backing this guy. That tells you everything. That's the most money ever spent on a seat like that. That wasn't presidential. Anyways, he says, why is it when a Democrat like Kamala Harris, here we go, We got to point finger at the Democrats. When I called out both parties on my fucking post, why is it when a Democrat like Kamala Harris raises an unprecedented amount of money in a very short time and still loses that no one claims she was bought by fill in the blank? Well, she was controlled opposition as well. She was a plant. They ran her shit ass against him because she had no attractive qualities. She was just an empty vessel, which made it easier for Trump to win. So anyways, just kind of like the category of the guy would fall under. He's an empty vessel against Massey, who actually has content and character. Anyway, fill in the blank. The only thing that is ended here is the time where people like you can have their cake and eat it too. Those days are over. America first in Kentucky and America first in the United States. This is a very good day. And if you don't think so, then you're always welcome to leave.
Are we gonna go to Scandinavia or something?
So, what the fuck about Trump has been America first? He's been sack riding the shit out of Benjamin Netanyahu.
Like sack riding. I'm surprised they're not
Sack
butt buddies right
riding,
now.
bro. He has not done anything that has been American first. He has done a 180. He's protected the Epstein list, those people. He didn't want that shit out. His name is in there. It's riddled in there. And only a fraction of that shit got released. His name is riddled in this fucking thing. It is so heavily saturated. It's mentioned more in what was released than Harry Potter's name is, mentioned in the Harry Potter books. That's fucking wild. And yet you still fucking, that's your boy. So what I said to him, we'll move on here. It's a little lengthy, but bear with me. I said, John Schneider, the don't like it, leave stance isn't optional for some people, which it's not. Like, not everybody has John Schneider money. Not everybody has, Donald Trump money.
To be able just to
Yeah, like, it's some people are kind of like fucked. And the only way they think they can get out of this is voting. But anyway, I said, presidents are selected, not elected. I'll stand by that. That's all theater. You're going to tell me at one point in time the best two humans on the fucking planet were Joe Biden and Donald Trump, or Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton? Like, absolutely not. No, these are the puppets of the elite. They're controlled by both parties. Both parties are controlled in finance. You can see that through AIPAC and all that other stuff. Anyway, it says president selected, not elected. Media is purchased, and Trump was controlled opposition to the left. PSYOP 101 creates scarcity, and people would demand it. The left was completely abysmal for the past decade plus and had people wanting something different than that. Trump appealed to the common American values, which created the demand. 3, Trump completely abandoned his campaign talking points and covered for people that did the worst things to children and started a war. Oh, where are we at? Started war. Okay, his credibility with anyone wasn't purchased or had a thought. His credibility with anyone that wasn't purchased or had a thought of their own tanked after. Are we still talking about this Epstein guy? And I said, number 4, you either recognize these factors and ignore them due to confirmation bias, or you're shilling to stay relevant. In either case, if you permit the recent heel turn and abandonment of principles Trump had, then you promote it. And promoting a war and protecting pedophilia are the worst human traits. I know in acting there are lines rehearsed and then perform, but I figured that as an actor you would recognize a play when you saw one. Paul Kent endorses the Luthors is wild to think of, but I don't think any Luthor would have made the Epstein list. I don't know if anybody watched Smallville. He opposed the Luthors. He couldn't stand Lionel. He couldn't stand Lex. He was always very reluctant. But dude, you saw how evil it was when you acted it out, and now you're seeing it in real time, and you're endorsing this motherfucker, knowing all this shit. Like, there isn't a lot of MAGA people left, and it's sad to see that, I would consider a national icon and like the work he's done and how, throughout the years and decades, and he hasn't been like overly popular or anything like that, but like he's definitely rooted in pop culture. Mm-hmm. It's sad to see like somebody just still fucking dick riding that.
Sad to see anybody dick riding that. It's sad to see anybody dick riding that anytime.
Yeah.
During this biggest heel turn, like you said, like months ago when shit was going on, especially with the Epstein files, like when people were constantly, and I mean constantly posting, oh, release the files, and then you got other people in there like we're still talking about that. Why?
Right. Why would you not want results from that?
Why would you not want pedophilia out of Congress? Why would you not want to know, like, the politicians that you vote for, you give money to, and they're just off on Epstein Island messing around with kids? Or going to his ranch and messing around with kids, torturing kids, eating kids, like.
Yeah,
conspiracy theorists, all that shit went out the window when shit was coming to light. So you can say what you want, but it's probably true at this point. That's where I'm at. Like, if it was a conspiracy at one point, it's probably true. And it has something to do with the files. Some sort of link. Oh, yeah, this shit's wild.
Yeah.
She's not the only one that put him on, though. Put him on a podcast. There was another person.
Yeah, somebody else did it before, and that's why she kind of was appealed to do it.
One of the bald guys that, like, talks to, like...
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I have off screen, which I'm going to pull up. Those are my dogs barking in the background. Candace Owens did an interview with Hunter Biden. And I've been watching Candace faithfully since the Charlie Kirk thing. I always thought, and I've said this on previous podcasts, I thought she was just magnificent, very smart, brilliant, beautiful, all these things. But there was always had a reservation as to thinking if she was really going to say a lot of these things, if they didn't want it being said, they would take her platform, they would take her, they would do something, you know what I mean? So I always consider, like, is she part of the theater? And I don't want her to be. I really don't. I value everything that she says. Like everything she says, like, following this Charlie Kirk thing it seems very valid. And she was very close with him. So, like, of course you would want somebody, like, if something happened to me or something happened to you, one of us would, like, be very, very, like, you know, on top of it. Wouldn't take some, like, bullshit scenario. Like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. You would investigate further. So I respect that. But I was like, okay, she's interviewing Hunter Biden. And seeing the videos that got leaked throughout the past couple of years, him with, like, younger girls or whatever, and then doing crack and all that other shit. And then knowing, it just seemed, this interview just, I wondered why she was doing it, unless there was, I'm going to hit with the hardball questions. And I didn't see a lot of hardball questions at all. That seemed very fucking.
Very odd. Is she bot?
I hope to think she's not.
But, like, again, like, if she's bot, why are we interviewing Hunter Biden if you are bot?
I don't know, to kind of give that appeal to, like, the other side again. Because now that, you know, the Cheeto Messiah has flipped the script, like, oh, the left looks so great again, you know, because they weren't doing these things, but they're doing it. It's that PSYOP bullshit.
I wonder if he knows if it's his father.
So
maybe he's cracked out too much.
As I stated with you when we were eating lunch, what I wanted to see in that interview, I wanted to see her ask really tough questions like, is that your dad? Why is he taller? Why do his earlobes not match up? What about that reference in the Epstein files that the actual real Joe Biden was killed by firing squad? Can we address that? Also, if that is your dad, why the fuck is he sniffing kids? The very same thing that I said Trump could have just mic dropped at every fucking campaign event and said, hey, do you want this kid sniffing fucking creep or do you want me? That's why I know, because he didn't call it out. It was kid gloves. It was just hurling insults. It was WWE. It wasn't fucking real. Because, like, if I'm running against somebody and I got a video of them fucking sniffing 11-year-old kids, sure as shit, I'm fucking calling you out on it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, not only do I want to beat you in this campaign, I'm going to beat your ass.
Why are you sniffing kids? Yeah.
Why are you sniffing kids? Like, what in the fuck?
Whoever
so that wasn't asked. That wasn't asked. And then, like, how old were the girls that you were seeing in these videos with? But was asked and was focused on for, I think it was an hour and 45 minutes that I watched, is that he's a recovering addict. And I want that for anybody. I'd love a redemption arc for anybody if he recognizes that, you know, he was a piece of shit and did a lot of dumb things and he's, you know, got his life together. I'd love to see that for anybody. But that's really the only thing I heard the whole time. that was just like that going on for like an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, we get that. Can we get to the other shit that we're not talking about? So that makes me wonder, Candace, are you the candy girl still?
Or are you bought out?
I just
bought
wanna
out
know.
Betsy.
I want to know. I don't want to believe that of her because she was
Bought
like,
out Betsy.
she was so great at making the left look fucking retarded, and that's not hard to do. But she did it just like like a fishing knife, just straight through butter. Like those things are just like razor sharp. Whew, just fillet them. She was amazing, and she's doing that with the Charlie Kirk thing. But this was very. And then they got into the talking about religion and stuff, which is I'm just not that guy. Maybe, but to each his own. They're allowed to do that. But like, there was this made me question the authenticity of her because like, she's on record as calling him a crackhead, and they acknowledge that part.
Yeah.
They acknowledge that part. So why not just go full bore? Why not go like, hey man, like these are things I've got questions. Like, does she not question if that was really Joe Biden? Because like, I'm sure as shit you can just look at the dude and see that it didn't look like him. And he also looked like that guy in the news today with the fucking neck thing.
On Fox. That was on Fox, right?
Yeah, like
that was definitely a mask.
yeah, like
Something's going on there.
yeah, like there. It was very I don't know.
And why are we even like? Here's the thing. Why are we, like the whole mask thing is like. Everybody said Epstein had a mask room. Like one of his like plans that was in the Epstein files was to like change his identity plastic surgery wise, and like he had identities in other countries. But it's like even like. What is it? Jim Carrey going to the one award show. Everybody thought he had a mask on, and then this artist came out and said he was wearing a mask. Like, what's going on with all this mask shit? We thinking Joe Biden. We're thinking this, that, and the third. It's like been a thing in spy movies for years that there's like a mask that can change your identity completely.
what the neck is going on here? What is that? Like, I'm gonna blow it up.
What is that for real?
I don't care about what this motherfucker's saying, so we're gonna mute him. But what the fuck? What the neck is going on here? What the neck? All I did was put in Fox News neck. That's what came up.
Disturbing.
What in the neck is going on? Like, look at the flap. Look at the flap.
So much flap. Like one ear is bigger than the other, but I think he has an earpiece in. Yeah, he has an earpiece in the one ear. But look at the eyes too.
Yeah. The one chick on TikTok that has been coming up in my algorithm lately. She's like a midlife. She's got the glasses or whatever, but she's very like, okay, if you're a fucking alien, just say it already. I don't think you'd shock anybody.
Right. That's another thing too. If you are an alien, and that's like something that like they're using now, like, oh hey, the aliens have been among us this entire time. They wear masks. Come out and fucking say it. Like, just come out and fucking say it at this point, because like you're already saying UFOs are real. Here's the 4 classes of aliens that have been on Earth. Like everything that conspiracy theorists, I guess, in the past, like since I've been alive, have been saying, even probably before I was alive, have been saying is all coming to light. So what I'm telling everybody now is, if there was a conspiracy theory about it, it's probably 9 times out of 10 right.
Or
that's why
this is more theater where they hope you catch it and go, okay. I don't know, man. Like it's that my
you
mind.
You can pull the veil back, the veil back, but it's like
you can pull the veal back.
You can pull the veal back.
If somebody's hungry, he's still got that Reuben in the fridge.
Oh my gosh, you can pull the veil back, and it's just like it's all the shit's coming to light though. It's like, I don't know. It's just everything that like we would like watch is like teenagers or something, like especially being a YouTube kid, like you'd watch these like conspiracy theories, old school Joe Rogan, like before he was bought. Yeah, I'm saying,
I think he's definitely
before Joe Rogan was bought. Like that's another thing. Like all these conspiracy theorists, like Joe Rogan would interview these guys about UFOs. All that shit's coming to light is real, unclassified. All the aliens that we've had YouTube videos on that you could research for years. All of them are real now. So it's like. Yeah, are you just playing us now more? Are you trying to like spoon feed us the bullshit more? Like, oh, we were right this entire time. So I'm just saying nobody's wrong. That's not me.
That's me vibrating down there.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, dude. This right here.
Nobody's gonna.
There's like no
nobody's-
editing.
Nobody's
That was
gonna lose
just-
their mind or anything.
Yeah,
over
like
aliens.
no editing over that. Just like, yeah, this dude's neck is not attached to his fucking.
He's wearing a mask.
Yeah, that's a mask.
It's a smaller.
You could
mask.
kinda
And his
see
eyes
where-
aren't moving like that much either.
You could see kind of where, like right in this area where it's just like flapping,
Look at his cheek, like
Yeah. and it looks like his chin doesn't even fucking fit
Yep.
the mask. That's fucking crazy. Retired U.S. Navy SEAL. The actual guy's probably dead. That's fucking wild.
Is that where we're at too? We're impersonating dead people. Like,
All right.
what was that movie? There was a movie back in the day, early 2000s. I want to say it had Ian. Oh, it had Obi-Wan in it. It was about an island. It was called The Island. I'm pretty sure they would go back. They'd clone these people. They'd raise these clones up. You know, they're like, oh, blah blah blah, and like say if like that celebrity.
Dude, there's the actual guy.
Yo, his nose is bigger. Point that out. Instant.
Of all the masks to make, why'd you make that guy's mask?
Right.
Shit. But anyways, the island.
The island, though, yeah. So it's basically they had all these people that were like clones of other people in the world, and basically it was like a lottery system. Like, you know, if your name was drawn that day, you were getting picked to go to the island, or whatever, to paradise. Basically, they were going to kill you at that point, but and harvest whatever they needed from you. So, like, for instance, like the one girl got pregnant out of nowhere. The real person that person was cloned from couldn't have kids, so like they offed her. Basically, Obi-Wan finds out, you know, what is actually going on, but I think it's kind of real. Like, I think like they're just showing us like same thing with like the Alien movies, like anything that they show, like
You're reading this Daily Mail US shit right here? Like this, a lot of this here, like it said Michigan, so I clicked on it. It
shot
says,
down UFO. Wait,
call for prayer, Dearborn, Michigan. Muslims praying 5 times a day. Da 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 da. Okay, Daily Mail U.S. breaking moment: U.S. fighter shot down UFO over Michigan revealed in bombshell. Trump file drop.
what?
Yeah,
Aliens are real. I'm telling you,
I
dude. We've been watching
decided
sci-fi
to
movies for
suspend
what?
my command. Or
All these years, and it's real shit.
Muslim Americans on the streets of Dearborn, Michigan. Oh, did you see that fucking dude? Oh, I got to go to this. I gotta transition here and go to our dual cam, and then I gotta go to one of my group chats because I found this fucking amusing, like hysterically amusing. Boom, 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 bam. What the hell?
What the hell? You gotta scroll, yeah. That was that was the group chat. You just gotta scroll up in it.
This shit. How we're coming back. Holy shit. Does anybody know who Nick Shirley is?
Isn't that dude that exposed the freaking money, all the money?
Yeah.
Like in the daycares that were these daycares.
He invaded like some fucking foreign lands, like gangs and shit, and then he was worried for his health. Like, there's no way this little white dude's doing that. He might even be big. I don't know, but look at this dude's exposing fraud. This is his thing.
Yeah,
This is what Nick
exposing fraud.
Shirley has been doing and trending and doing, and has caught fame. So, which tells me he's completely fucking manufactured. But he's posted with Howard Lutnick. It's time to stop the rampant fraud.
He's a fraud.
Jesus fucking Christ. He was neighbors and on Epstein Island. He was neighbors with Epstein and he was on the island. And there's a likeness of him hanging in some weird ass room in a dental office. It is on Epstein Island. And he missed work on 9/11, which Trump talked about, when he worked in the World Trade Center, and a lot of his employees perished in that. And then he's like, anytime it gets brought up by Trump or an oppressor, he starts laughing. Like, it's almost like anytime like they bring up Epstein, he fucking laughs. Anytime we bring up 9/11, this dude's chuckling.
What the?
Bro, you're standing right next to him. What the fuck?
Sell
Like,
out.
what the fuck, bro?
Sold your soul right there.
I'm sorry. Holy fucking shit, bro. This is draining the swamp right here. This is what it looks like. There you go. Wow. That is just fucking ironic. Unbelievably ironic. I can't. Let's see if I think there was something else in the group chat that I wanted to fucking pull up and share as well.
Clicking on one side, though.
Clicking on that pin. All right. Here we go. Here we go. China bans OnlyFans, calling it corrupt Western disease. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Cool. China can do its thing.
I mean,
They're into weird shit. Like, I'm pretty sure they show porn on TV, but it's blurred.
yeah, like pixelated and whatnot.
Pixelated, yeah. So, like, if they're... I mean, they just don't want to give money to America. I get it.
I don't know that it's that. I think maybe it's like morally corrupt for them because they're like an honorable people, maybe.
It could be.
I look at it like this. If you are providing service and labor with your body however you want to, that is completely up to you if you want to get paid for it. And I don't want any type of government intervention in it. You might not like it. It might not be for you. That means just don't fucking partake and don't
Exactly.
watch.
You
But
don't-
God damn it, I love porn and I love to jerk off every once in a while.
You don't have to watch OnlyFans. You don't have to subscribe.
Right.
It's one of those things. It's like how the internet works. You don't have to go to that website. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
don't have to download that app. You don't have to.
If you don't like a concert, don't go to it. If you don't like
Right.
the people in the movie, don't go watch it.
Oh, hey, you don't like country music? Don't listen to it on Spotify.
That's just me. I think that, but if they want to ban it, I just won't go there. That's fine.
all right, China. Like I said, like with China and like Asia as a whole continent, like they got some weird shit on their TV. So
Yeah.
whatever.
They can do what they want, but like, what? I mean, whatever.
Why call it corrupt Western disease though? Come on now.
Yeah, dude. I mean, sex sells. It always will. It always has. And trying to like, even when people bust people for being prostitutes, like it's the oldest profession in the book. What are you doing? Like, you're fucking weird. You guys are cock blocking and trying to make revenue off of it. You're fucking weird. Like, unless you're like, mandated and you're like kidnapped and like you're forced to do these acts and then take like a cut of it. That's different. That's human trafficking. No, absolutely not. It's disgusting, terrible. Wood chipper. That's
We're talking like Pretty Lady. Movie Pretty Lady, is that the movie with the prostitute?
yeah. No, wait.
She was willing.
What was it? Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty
my bad.
Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
She was a prostitute by choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's your profession, that's your profession.
People
Do your
like
thing,
I think
girl.
a lot of people talk about their hang up with it is like, oh well, it's it can ruin a woman. They know what they're doing, and then
exactly.
like it's just like any other job though can ruin you. You could go
100%.
in and you can work at fucking Walmart, hate your fucking job. Your job sucks. You don't get paid well enough. You're working for some asshole. You have to meet all these stupid fucking demands. And it might not just be for you, but it might ruin your fucking life as well.
Facts.
So you pick your suck.
You basically pick yourself.
Yeah, pick your suck, literally.
Yo, shout out to the strippers that are keeping the OG off the camera shit going. Shout out to them real girls out there. I'm not saying that OnlyFans girls aren't real, but like strippers are the low key. You hear about your mother being a stripper, like after you're like
Right.
in your teenagers, you're like, oh shit, you're a stripper, mom, okay. But like, there's kids in school finding out their parents are on OnlyFans. That's the but like you.
But that's the risk they take. They got to know that.
Exactly,
That's you chose that. Like you can't walk it back. You don't get to. It's almost kind of like when a girl goes home with a guy and they had a couple drinks together and they sleep together and she has remorse, like, oh, I shouldn't have slept with him the next day, and then she blows the rape whistle.
Yeah.
Like it's you got to be you're either with it or you're not with it, and it's not for everybody.
Right.
I get that. I respect that. That's fine.
Make
There's
better
nothing-
decisions, do better,
Yeah, I don't know, but
and
like
stop hating.
yeah, I don't.
It's hard out here for a
I
pimp.
don't subscribe to OnlyFans. I don't have any
Same,
subscription to
I'm
OnlyFans.
not
It's just
a
no.
subscriber.
Yeah, I don't need to be. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up because we have a couple of things to do throughout the day. And but we did want to jump back on here. It's been a while since we did. It's
been a while.
We got to figure out some shit and get this going regularly. So I will say that this camera's got a terrible angle on me, and I'm going to adjust it before we get off the stream.
Stay moist, stay hydrated,
gotta
stay
see some of
safe
my new
out
shit
there.
back here.
Don't be sorry, be careful.
Juggernaut. Got some new shit. But we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. So in the meantime,
Stay moist.
Stay moist, crack mids, raise kids.
Crack mid.